Miscommunication between departments can be very costly. I just noticed this with one of my clients and I attacked this problem right away. What was going on actually is that the social media manager didn't have the proper communication and proper feedback with the sales department. So basically what was going on social media, in the comments, in DMs, wasn't forwarded towards the sales department. So basically they didn't know how many people are really interested, and we couldn't follow how many people really converted from those social media efforts. So in this video, I'll explain how we solve this problem. It might give you an idea how can you solve some of your problems, and also it will be a good reminder for you to do the check what's going on in your departments, because the simple rule is, like, if one business have this kind of problem, there must be multiple businesses out there that have very same problem, but they're just not aware of it. And even though I was having an overview of everything what was going on, everybody had a very good feeling because they were still profitable and nobody complained and they didn't went into the details. But luckily I was there just to have a bigger picture, the better perspective of everything, and just notice this on time. So I will explain how we solve this problem specifically here, and maybe this will going to give you an idea to check your business, to check your departments, how they communicate, and are all information stored on the right place and available to everybody. But before we start, I just want to welcome you. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, if you follow me already, welcome back. All we talk on my channel is how to get set up to sell online. I want to help you as a business owner to understand what kind of digital assets you need and what kind of digital actions you need to take. So in this video, we're going to mention both assets and actions in order for your business to grow online, to get some more clients from your business online presence. We don't go into details very much. I want to give you a big picture, the perspective, so that you can make informed decisions, delegate the right tasks to the right people, and hold them accountable at the end of the day, because you as a business owner, you have the biggest responsibility for your business, of course. So let's dive in. This business, as I recommend to for all businesses, they already had a CRM in place. Okay, so we have a CRM as well, just to be very clear, this is a customer relationship management. It's software where you store all data about your leads, customers, past customers. You want to have everything in one place. So that's the CRM. Okay, so this was in place. It was already connected and integrated with the social media, with the website, with the analytics. Everything was in place. We talk a lot about online presence and connecting all assets, synchronizing. So those things were in place, but the departments were not well informed. And I'm taking part of that responsibility too, but we just attacked that problem. We are solving that. There are things on the go that you need to just pick up and see what's wrong and then fix them, right? So the CRM was in place, and we had some DM strategy where people would comment in the social media and we could DM them. And the social media manager, this is the SMM, okay? So this person was replying to the DMs and replying to the comments, and they went back and forth. And at some point, the social media manager was responsible to send them a link for the application. And when this link was sent, basically the social media manager thought, okay, this one is in place. I don't need to take care of this person anymore. My job is done. And that was wrong, of course, because when the link is sent, the social media manager actually didn't have a clue if this person applied or not. And that was really wrong, because everybody thought like, okay, this is my job, this is my job, this is my job, and they just don't care. And then we have this sales department, and they were just receiving whoever applies. They go in CRM and they say, okay, I have a new, they get the notification, I have a new client to talk to, I have a new meeting that's booked, I need to talk to these people, I need to call them, I need to send them my first selfie video welcome message, I need to tell them what's going to happen next. That's just a part of the onboarding process. But either way, so sales department, they did their job well, and social media department, they thought they were doing their job well. But as I said, there was a miscommunication here, and the root problem was that the social media manager, they had access to the CRM, and the CRM was connected with the social media channels. Basically, they could use the CRM to go back and forth and just keep this conversation going through the CRM and put their notes there, okay? Maybe ask the person for the email so that the CRM will pick up that email, store it in place, and once the person applies, those contacts will be connected. Otherwise, if we just go back and forth in a social media, for example, and then this person applies with an email which we don't have connected with this social media contact in a way, then we're basically going to have like two contacts instead of one, and that also can create confusion because we don't know who we are talking. There's no any previous communication. We just think that this person came out of blue and applied for whatever we are offering. So that's why we want to be very sure that that contact in the CRM, which we are communicating with through the social media, is also connected with the contact, basically that it is one contact, not two, when they finally apply and they give us their email and phone number and everything else. As I mentioned, so there was no any connection here. This was not in place. They were just not using the CRM to communicate with people. They were just using the Meta Business Manager, and they were just communicating there. And they were very well organized. They were following up. They were taking good care for those leads that were coming through social media, but they just didn't use CRM. And as you can see, like, we have assets in place, but the actions that were taken were not in place. So as soon as I noticed what's going on, I said, okay, we need to do something different here. Okay, so we are going to remove these connections, and we want you guys to use the CRM so that you communicate with the potential clients from social media through CRM. And also we want you to tag sales personnel and to give them specific notes if relevant for this communication. And also you want to check when you send them a link, we want you to be sure that this person applied. And if they didn't apply, you need to follow up and make sure, because we only have a 7-day window. If they don't reply back to us within 7 days and we don't take any actions, we'll not be able to write them back. Because we have a professional account on Instagram, we are not random person on Instagram that can just send back and forth DMs whenever they want, right? So we have that 7-day window. If you don't reply, if they do not fill in that form within a couple of days, we want to follow up to see what's going on, just to remind them. And this helped tremendously. Actually, we managed to get much more clients from DMs comparing to what we've done in the past, because now we have a social media manager responsible to take care that this person actually applied. And also, of course, we added some automations in place so that social media managers are also notified if this person applied, and if they didn't apply within 3 days, we also want to give them another notification to follow up, just to make sure that we follow up those people and that we don't burn any leads. Remember, like, all these DMs and all these comments that were coming, they were actually coming from the advertising. We are running Facebook and Instagram campaign, and people are commenting in the comment section. From there we can DM them, they DM to us. They, as I said, like, they're going back and forth. These people expressed their interest and they didn't convert. So what's going on? What happened? I mean, we can just guess what's going on. Like, people, they think they need something, and maybe they really need something, but the life happens, you know. They forget after a couple of days, if they didn't apply, they forgot about it. They just have some other priorities. And a lot of times, if we just remind them, they are coming back and they are taking specific actions that we want them to take, and from there converting them and getting them as new clients. So there you go. As I said, even if this seems very simple and very obvious, mistakes still can happen. And what is very important, I'm telling you because I was a victim of this in the past, it is not enough for you to determine the problem, because sometimes that gives us kind of mental satisfaction when we determine what the problem is, that we kind of solve the problem. And it can also happen that we find what the problem is, we communicate this to the team, but we don't give them specific actions, what specifically they need to do. Sometimes if we need to create the SOP, standard operating procedure, some guidelines, some document, like, do whatever necessary to make sure that people actually implement and what they need to implement in order to solve the problem. So that's the big one. That's the pro tip. Make sure not just to find the problem, to determine what the problem is and feel good about it because you found the problem, but attack it right away and take necessary action and follow up to see if they are implementing and if this problem is solved. And then just wait for the next problem, and hopefully I will have a video ready for you to solve that problem and the next problem. That's what this channel is all about. I hope you liked the video. If you didn't, make sure to click the dislike button, unsubscribe, and never come back. In case you liked it, just do the opposite, and I'll see you in the next video.